Prawn to Capistrano. Monares was very effective in the last game against FEU. Jurado! Bumalik sa UST. Good idea by Blessing to set up Poyos like that.
Great adjustment there coming from Angge Poyos. The set was already beyond the antenna, but you see how she just went for that sharp attack.
Whether it's a checkout, whether it's cross-court.
She plays smart volleyball.
Yeah. Poyos from behind. Hiding behind Uneque.
Yeah. Again, this is a strength of UST, their combination plays. And you see yung elevation ni Angge Poyos in that last sequence.
Yeah.
Yung time niya.
Yeah.
UST has also been serving much better. Again,
that's a good point, partner.
Forcing
Very good.
UP into out-of-system plays, making it much easier for them to defend.
Poyos!
And score!
Open block! 11, make that 12 points for Angge.
Again,
very promising for NU because we know the capability of Lams Lamina. And she has, of course, this is likely her last year. We don't know, but Angge Poyos is certainly earning her stripes.
a lot of out-of-system plays here for UST. But Angge Poyos finally getting a point here for them as she utilizes the hands of her blockers, or as we look back on that replay.
Carvalho choosing to give it to Pinulyar.
Ubaldo to Eliarina. Read perfectly by Poyos.
That was actually a good pass coming from where Shivana was going to go at that time.
Good serve.
Oh.
Right in between Canino.
In just her second year with Ateneo, that's the quiet strength of Jihan, the ability to stay composed, ready, and retain her consistent presence no matter the score. It's exactly what Coach Serio has been asking for, especially from Jihan, because while this team has shown discipline on defense,
checking ano ba yung usual plays that are being executed, no, by the other teams.
Our rookies as well have seen action already. Mga rookie jitters, wala na yan. Back-to-back blocks by UST.
I think, you know, for UST, they have already marked.
And as a player myself, that is actually the same mindset we share. Definitely, we love a good challenge, and that is what Avril Braun is having here today.
No fear, as always. And what about UST? Picking up pace, picking up the speed here in our second set.
Great intention there from Angge Poyos. She saw that there was
that must-win third set without a problem, and they keep the lead here in set 4. Cantada just going all out, but the ball right back, and it has been the blocking of UST that's made a difference.
Great block read there coming from Angge Poyos. Single block. She actually jumped with the setter, but she was able to.
17-11. Lead is slowly increasing for the Golden Tigresses. Carvalho tosses. Poyos finishes.
Matic. When you see Poyos swing that way, you know it's going to be a point.
Like a high flyer like Shane Letepta.
Yeah.
Speaking of high flyers, we're off to an explosive start.
Avril Braun to serve. De Leon, one-man block. And guess who?
Angge Poyos getting one against Ona De Leon. Really going well here for UST.
The dig for UE. Arasan will not be able to run a good play there as UST scores another point.
And we know that she
Not
can
her
be
usual numbers.
Yes,
Not her usual
she is a
numbers.
scoring machine, but she has not been able to get as many touches.
And she's been read well by NU's net defense.
That one off the
But as I'm saying that, she just continues to score here for UST, trying to be that spark plug in this set. As we look back on the replay once again.
Doing it on defense.
Oh, yeah. We know her to be an all-around player.
Oh! Poyos exploding!
Again, another well-executed play by UST.
Reg, just as I mentioned. Denied there by Poyos.
Team now, Donna De Leon came off a great game as well versus UP. Poyos elevates and puts it down.
And this is going to be the strength of UST. Horado and Poyos knowing how to attack out of system. Another bump set coming from Carvalho.
That's it for courtside. Now back to you, Miguel and Anne.
Thanks for that report, Sydney. And you mentioned about the middles. Braun already with a couple of points here. And a kill block for UST. Poyos tries to go cross.
Won't be able to keep that ball up in play anymore.
Good first ball from Cantada. She goes for the attack. Broken play. Cantada will go again from the right pin. But that one denied by Poyos and Altea.
Retalio with 3 points. The server now, Eliarina with 5. Cassie goes to Perdido. The extension by Pendon keeps the ball alive. Poyos. Pipe attack works.
Wow, even from the back row, Poyos makes it look so easy.
Chan continues to grow into the steady playmaker this Lady Spikers team can rely on moving forward. Now back to you, Bumenponga.
The recruit from Pampanga delivering the goods in that first game.
Yeah, she really did well.
Poyos asking for a touch, and there was. It was Lapun's fingers who got.
Not the first ball there. And a chance now for Ateneo. And now a chance for UST. Carvalho with a put down. Great reflexes for the Blue Eagles. Back row Poyos.
That was a good set coming from Carvalho. Ateneo was very scrappy both in the net and in the floor.
And you know, when he told us, he mentioned the seniors of the team, including their captain, Van Bangayan, tasking them to lessen the errors at least 50% less.
You can really see also the maturity from Ara Panique compared to last season as she has now stepped into a much bigger role.
Ooh, and that's the Angge Poyos that we know.
UST's offense already firing up early in this set, which is what they want to be seeing.
Let's take a look at the spike in the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Talking about Jazz Eliarina. Cassie. Poyos. Picked up by Devosora. Underhand. By Ubaldo to Petalio. Doesn't work. Angge. Kept alive by UST. Great effort from Pepito and company. And they turn it into a point.
Great hustle play from UST.
Good first ball. Ball control by LaSalle. Speaking of ball control, very good one from Pepito. Oh, self-cover. Keeps it up. Another chance for UST here. Cassie will go back to Angge. And Angge fires one.
UST still looking for their first point here in our second set. A high free ball. What will Ateneo do? They go to Hermosura. Anna reloads. Had to use her left hand. From the pipe, Angge Poyos, unstoppable. Well, that's one way to get on the board.
I mean, there's so many facets around it, and I guess in this match today, the way she leads, yun yung tinitignan ng mga younger players with Bangayan.
We've always said this over and over again. It's a process, and you can't win overnight. So UE has to go through these growing pains as UST scores another point in order for them to keep up.
Salazar also coming in for NU for the first time here, middle blocker. Oh, another one!
Angge Poyos really is.
Lead at 5. This is their biggest here in set 2. And another good serve by Wahe. Sets up Poyos. Petalio's there. Tin goes back to the middle. After a while now, Balingit. Encarnacion. What a save. Pepito. Wahe to Angge. And down it goes.
FEU scrambling to save balls while UST easily making plays like that from Poyos.
Forces.
I can see that she's really finding the best way to maximize all the spikers. Binibigay niya yung set na gusto ni Angel. Binibigay niya yung set na gusto na middle. As all setters really try and do.
Angge Poyos getting the perfect set back-to-back from Cassie. And look at this elevation.
Cortez. Pasha had to adjust. Set up for Poyos.
Oh, wow.
Locked and loaded. Angge Poyos.
The blocking has been on point. Bangayan really challenged here on the right side of the net.
Free ball UST. Cassie, Poyos, no doubt. Take a look at the
Something that UP is taking advantage of.
Kitang-kita mo yung raw
Yeah.
talent pa eh, no? A check.
In NU's defense, avoiding her one blocker.
Perfect pass. Cantada.
Good defense.
Stopped. Poyos. Not stopped. That has been the story. Unstoppable Angge Poyos in the third set. And you tried but couldn't do it. And UST now.
She has been targeting that down the line area for some time now.
Lopez. Picked up by Miranda. Bacanque. Way behind her usual spot. Angge! Wow! How did she find that?
How did she do that? How? Went down the line earlier, now cross court.
That is our Hyundai move of the set. Experience more in every mile.
Deliver that excellent receive.
Pepito with a great pass herself. Good up by De Leon. Pepito was there again. Reverse to Jurado, little low. Laika with a dive. Long rally alert. Open to Poyos. That, I love that when she does that. Yung right on top of the fingers.
Back here in set number 2. Well, sorry, Angge Poyos. Bawal ba i-welcome muna yung viewers pabalik?
Now it's Poyos welcoming us back.
Spike of the set.
Than it going directly to the net, because you know that UST will really take advantage of that.
So it gives your spikers a little bit of breathing room. Speaking of breathing room and space, too much in the middle there.
3 serving 5. Pepito keeping it in play.
Good defense.
Aboneta doing libero things.
Yeah.
Poyos. Ali cannot keep it in play.
Big jump serve. And Poyos again with that approach. Tumalon pa lang, alam mo nang patay eh.
That was such a powerful hit coming from Angge Poyos. Again, a great setup there coming from Wahe. Timing it with her middle blockers and going straight to Angge.
Of FEU are only second to Iliarina in terms of scoring.
And that can't be if they want to get this set to extend the match.
Look at the hang time of Angge Poyos.
Etong si Amy Provino. What an open spot by Poyos. Identifying it. Kanina pa niya pinupuntahan yan.
Correct. It's already an out-of-system set. Nagawa
Coming from Poyos.
Siya na daw mag-open. What another great hit by Angge Poyos. Soft touch for Pasha, looking to go behind. Altea using that quickly. Carvalho will bump it. Poyos locks in. 3 straight points for Poyos.
UAAP Season 88 volleyball. So now going back to my point, UE needs to find a way to start stronger. Because once they get into the middle of the set, that's where they sort of execute better.
But sometimes, you know, it could be a little bit too late because you're already playing catch-up. And you know that
sequence earlier, we mentioned she was going to the cross court, and now she's going for that line.
By the way, I have to mention that Blessing Onekwe starts for UST here in the second, together with Jonah Perdido. So another switch by Coach Shaq. 6 points for Poyos.
Better showing here on the side of UST as Poyos tries again to really lead.
And earlier we had the men's division also.
Now we're closing out pretty strong with this matchup from NU and UST.
NU also took that game from UST in straight sets.
Angge Poyos just now continues to score for UST.
Get her healthy and recover soon. Want to avoid worsening that condition as Poyos with a super spike.
Again, they go to that play down the middle with Poyos.
Okay, so they reviewed it. These coaches don't want to guess anymore.
Right, and the momentum is still, well, on a seesaw right now.
Mababa yung pasa kay Poyos. Down 2.
Good pass and a play. We're gonna go for that A-tres or A-do.
From the pipe, bring it on, sabi ni Angge Poyos.
And that was unexpected on the side of Ateneo. No one...
5 serving 6. Poyos on that combination.
No, it's been tough because she's been cold. Hindi siya medyo malamig, no? Because she hasn't been brought in really except for those couple of minutes in the third set. And that's outside. Poyos again will score off the block. And she's got 15 points.
Poyos with a hit out. Smart play by Angge. They're down 3 here. Down a set and down 3.
Angge leading the way here for UST.
Too strong on the receive. And thank you, says Angge Poyos, for that regalo.
I can't give an overpass straight to the hands of Angge Poyos.
Spike of the set brought to you by...
Jurado have already reached, they've already reached their current average points in the game.
Noceja over receives that one. Naiset pa. Tumalo pa. 17 points for Angge.
Back-to-back points there coming from Angge Poyos. As we take a look at that replay once more.
And that's been missing really for NU, but the blocking has been part of their game. Why they were able to win the first 2 sets handily.
Tight set.
Ooh. Ball back to UST. Poyos is getting ready for the attack, and she will get it. Just a little bit this time. Lamina didn't know what to do with the ball. Lost her timing because of the contact with the blockers.
Not able to execute that combo play. And Poyos will try to go long. And Laterta could not keep it higher for De Leon to chase. Lead is down to 3.
And Angge Poyos just controlling.
She believes she's a 6-footer in her heart. Hermosura now. What a great dig by Det. And that one is unchaseable.
And UST got lucky that time. It was gonna sail out, but
very smart.
Madriaga, good reflexes. Aboneta.
Rebound.
Noceja from behind. Good dig by Jurado. Poyos again. Puts it away.
That is Angge Poyos' third straight point in this set, all coming from her attacks. Again, off-system play working well for them so far in this match. UP's